this is, so to speak, treason, because it's tantamount to selling off your country just to fulfill your pockets. Every day we've been speaking about these things, but the first question we are always asked is, where is your evidence? Today we've seen it all. Charles Adib has been kind enough to tell us how things are done, especially with respect to investors coming in, how to buy in, to get the buy-in of the who and who of society, get them to involve their family members. And according to him, the president has about 5-6 brothers, and the only way to get the buy-in of the vice president is to involve his brothers in the business deal. And that, I must say, is quite worrying to know. It's quite obvious that there is a great deal of criminal culpability in what we just witnessed, and I'm hoping that the president would prove to us that yes, indeed, he is committed to fighting corruption by immediately ensuring that this gentleman is arrested and made to go through the process just like you and I. When we fall foul of the law, what is done to us? I don't really have so much expectations of the office of the special prosecutor due to the myriad of cases that has come before him and how he's managed it. I would expect that this goes through the normal process just like any Ghanaian. He has to be arrested within 24 hours to prove to Ghanaians that yes, indeed, he is committed to fighting corruption. What we saw is pure criminality. There's no two ways about that. It is caught on tape. We heard it from his own mouth. I wouldn't expect, just as we had the case of Charles Bisu, anyone rationalizing what he's done. So every day when we talk about cronism, the family and friends government, this is exactly what it is. Okay, and I'm not sure that we would need any further evidence to establish that yes, indeed, we are being run by a small group of people who are taking the people for granted. Every day we ask ourselves, where is the monies we get from the about 200,000 barrels of oil we export daily? Where is the monies from the gold, the timber, the bauxite, etc.? And I tell you where it is. It is in their pockets, and we would have to show commitment to retrieving these monies.
When we're coming here, everyone did mention that it's Galamsey economy. So we were actually looking at Galamsey, that is illegal mining. Though we had except it wasn't elaborative enough. Would you say that our fight against illegal mining, which has not become a reality or which has not really made any success, is stemming down from issues like we have seen today? Probably even the people calling the shots or people calling for the heads of others are the ones behind what we are seeing.
Okay, so let me tell you without mincing words, we are pretending to be fighting Galamsey. We are not fighting Galamsey, and I can say this confidently without mincing words. We are pretending to fight Galamsey. What we see is tantamount to a telenovela for your viewing pleasure. There is no commitment whatsoever in fighting Galamsey because we are failing to get into the belly of the beast. The same people charged to fight Galamsey are the same people involved. And trust me, without commitment, there's absolutely no way. We better go home and sleep. Okay?
How would you expect Ghanaians to treat this expose?
Well, we have to rise above the politics. We are talking about the interest of the state. This has nothing to do with NDC or MPP. Once you have the state at heart, this definitely should be repulsive to you, and I would expect Ghanaians to deal with this dispassionately, devoid of any political colorization, because this has a lot to do with our well-being and the well-being of other Ghanaians yet to come.
But let me again go back to, like you mentioned, the recap we saw in the video. Adib confessing to owning a real estate that is responsible for the construction of a 1,000-unit housing project. This housing project came up again from the Ministry of Works and Housing, where the sector minister, Asenso Boachi, noted that the affordable housing project has been moved from some 5,000 or over 5,000 housing units to some 1,000 housing units. And this is going to be privatized. So it's going to be given to a private company who is going to make sure utilities or some amenities are provided for, and then afterwards they pay back to government, and then government will possibly use it in other projects. This discussion also went on in the expose, where Adib was saying he has a real estate company, and then they will be constructing this or making sure this 1,000 housing unit project comes to reality. So is that to say that the privatization that the Works and Housing Ministry, led by Asensu Bachi, spoke about is going to be handed over to a private firm belonging to Adib to continue with the housing project that is left hanging? It is for us to decide. And then also, Adib did mention that the vice president has siblings that would need to be sorted, and then they are going to help investors also meet with the vice president and then possibly make whatever investment they want to make, bring to the country a reality. And then he said Vice President Baumia is only interested in his campaign money. So whatever thing he's giving, he will just accept it and then let investors in.